Oh, yeah. Our second match of Counter-Strike right here at the WCG 2007 Grand Finals. Let's meet the teams. In the red corner, we have NOA from Denmark. NOA placed fourth in last year's Grand Final. Let's get them out here on the stage. NOA, come on out! Come on, folks, let them here. All right, gentlemen, take your seats and get ready. Coming out in the blue corner all the way from New Zealand, we've got Halcyon. This is Halcyon's first appearance at the WCG. We couldn't be more excited to have him here. Let's give a big round of applause, Halcyon! All right, gentlemen, please take your seats. Don't forget, you got about 5 minutes to guess the winner. Root on your favorite team, red or blue. Going to toss it over to two great commentators. You got to hear them calling the first match. We brought them back again. Vansili and Schmiegel. Gentlemen, are you ready to call this match?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's bring it on. Audience, you ready to watch this match? All right. Well, see you when we have a winner. Enjoy it.
All right, guys, welcome to World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Finals in Seattle, Washington. Taking the place on stage, Team NOA and Halcyon from New Zealand. And my co-commentator here with me, Vansili. Now, Team NOA made a very lasting impact last year in last year's World Cyber Games event. This is a huge event. It's basically compared to the Olympics of video games, or called the Olympics of video games. And basically, it's to determine the best in the world. That's the goal in Counter-Strike, and that's what we're going to be here to do right now. Team NOA last year, as you heard from the MC, placed fourth in this tournament, but their expectations were higher last year. And having already dropped a match in the group stage to emulate. Now, most teams would like to move through the group stage. If they want to have a chance at the finals, would want to go and not lose any matches. But NOA already dropped a match in the group stage, so they want to try and get that back here against New Zealand. Here you're taking a look at a few of the players. First you saw MJE, HPX. Now, this team has been together for a while. You're going to see HPX doing a little bit of the offing, Ave there as well. And Zonic on the end will be the main sniper, Danny, for Team NOA. He's a very strong player, and he's a great leader for his team, and to see him off is an honor almost, so keep an eye on him throughout this game. Now, as I was saying, NOA, they're looking good so far in this tournament. Last year they looked good, but they lost to Emulate, Vansili, and they want to advance out of this group. In order to do that, they need to take this match in a decisive fashion against Team New Zealand.
Indeed, but losing to Emulate is nothing impressive, because Emulate is actually one of the top teams there. They're not really spoken of, but they're still one of the biggest teams of this group. Now we see Halcyon on the screen, New Zealand's first, but they have yet to make an impact here in the World Cyber Games Grand Finals. So we could see a couple of players once again here as Vanadium from New Zealand, which is going to introduce a couple of them as we're going to pan on the screen. But it's looking to be an interesting matchup still. These guys also wanted to advance later on in the bracket.
Yeah, so I want to go ahead and comment on something that Alex mentioned, the teams in this group. Definitely Emulate's one of the stronger teams hailing out of France. Rounding out this group, we also have Denmark, which is NOA, and Kazakhstan, who in one of the previous WCGs in Singapore, when the tournament was actually held in Counter-Strike Source, Kazakhstan was in the finals against Team 3D, Vansili. So there's three big teams in this group, and one of them's going to advance, and two of them are going to advance, and one will not.
That's right, but we'll soon decide to see what's going to happen once this match is going to go live. We see Infidel now, the leader, the team leader, also the strike caller here for Halcyon of New Zealand. And we're going to pan out soon to the last players. My mic keeps falling. Here's Marine, Glenn Hart from New Zealand, another key player here for Team Halcyon. And Team NOA, I mean, I'm going to have to give this to them. I think NOA is going to take this one, not to be biased, but NOA has had a lot of experiences. They've placed good in a lot of matches, a lot of top matches against a lot of top teams. We'll see how this map is going to be played on Nuke.
Yeah, well, this is DE Nuke, but I want to comment on something that's a little bit different. Halcyon hailing out of New Zealand, and it's one thing that all these NOA players get to play in Europe, but these New Zealand players may not get to play in that scene all the time, and the match is ready to go. And there you see the view of the floor here at the World Cyber Games as NOA and Halcyon prepare to face off on stage. And the match is live. Van Silly, we're going to go ahead and start off on pistol round DE Nuke. And we'll see what side these guys are on here in just a moment as you're getting a shot, the final shots of these players right before they go into the match and get ready to go. I have to give this one to NOA in the first part, Van Silly, because my opinion is that NOA gets to play in Europe all the time. They get to compete in tournaments, and these New Zealand guys, although they may be good and they may be able to, confuse NOA a little bit in something they haven't seen, don't get to play in those kind of tournaments all the time just because of where they are on the globe. So this is a big opportunity for them, but let's see whether they can take advantage of it. Moving